Okay, third grade, this is it. Last day for the week of Fundations. Remember, what has our focus been? Last week we talked all about our suffixes. Suffixes are so important. Try speaking without using any suffixes. You can't. I just said speaking and suffixes in one sentence. Suffixes are really important. We need to know how to spell them. One rule for spelling with suffixes, we know about the CH, SH, X rule. We know that if a word ends with an F or an FE, we change that F to a V and add ES. The one-to-one-to-one rule is really important. So remember, what is a one-to-one-to-one word? 3 things. Put them in your head. Did you say 1 syllable? Did you say 1 vowel? Did you say 1 consonant after the vowel? I don't think I spelled that correct. And do you remember, if we add a vowel suffix, we must double that final consonant. So if we have the word dot, and you want to say you're dotting your paper, because we're going to add a vowel suffix, we must double that final T, dotting. Or sometimes you hear people say sign on the dotted line. Now, a lot of third graders hear the word dotted, and this is what they want to do. Dot-id. Dot-id. No. You have to say to yourself, dotted. Past tense. Dotted. I remember Fundations. ED can sound like an ed. That's past tense. What's my base word in dotted? Dot is my base word. What kind of word is that? That's a one-to-one-to-one. I need to double my T and add ED. Did you see how much thinking I had to do? That frontal lobe wants to shout out. You've got to stop it. So let's look at the word cupped. Like I cupped my hands together. That sure sounds like this to me. Cupped. No, that doesn't look right. You think to yourself, I cupped my hands. Past tense. What's the base word? Cup. That's a one-to-one-to-one. It's 1 syllable, 1 vowel, 1 consonant after the vowel. If I want to say cupped, I have to double that P. Same thing if you want to say cupping. I was cupping my hands to fill it with water. But if you want to say cups, he cups his hands. My dad cups his hands to fill with water. That's a consonant suffix. So you only add the S. Remember, the only time the one-to-one-to-one rule does not apply is if a word ends with an X. So if you're faxing something, that's when you send something to someone via a fax machine. If you're faxing, you don't double that X. If you're waxing the car, or my dad waxed the car, we don't spell it like this, waxed. Wax is your base word. It is a one-to-one-to-one, but it ends with X, so we don't double X's. This would not look right. We don't double X's. One-to-one-to-one. 1 syllable, 1 vowel, 1 consonant after the vowel. If you add a vowel suffix, you must double that final consonant. The last one, let's talk about drumming, right? If you're a drummer, drum is the base word. It's a one-to-one-to-one. 1 syllable, 1 vowel, 1 consonant. If I have to add an ER suffix to make it drummer, and our Miss Drummer, our art teacher, spells it this way. you have to double that M. Or if you're drumming, you have to double that M because of the ing. But if you say he drums, I'm adding an S, so you do not double the M. That's a lot. The last thing we have to do is go over our two sound-alike words, band and band. Okay, so third grade, our two sound-alike words are band and band. One word is just like it sounds, B and A-N-D, or A-N actually, band. So band is a group of musicians. Or it could be a band that you pull, like a rubber band. Okay, so band has the A-N welded sound, B and D, band. The other band is a one-to-one-to-one word. The base word is ban. If you ban someone from something, you don't want them to be there. So I banned my sister from my bedroom. I banned her. Ban is the base word. It is a one-to-one-to-one word. So if I want to say I banned my sister, what do I do when I add a vowel suffix? Yes, I double that N and add the ED. Band. This band is a group of musicians. This band is the one-to-one-to-one. The way I might remember that this band is the one-to-one-to-one is think about if you ban someone from something, you want to be by yourself. You want to be alone, one person. So maybe that will help you remember that that's one-to-one-to-one. And then you'll remember that you have to double that when you add the ED. And maybe this band, because it has the word and in it, it's a group. You can't have a band by yourself, right? You have to have a drummer and a guitar player, or a guitar player and a singer. So maybe you think to yourself, well, and I need a singer and a drummer. Now that would be a one-to-one-to-one. Or a singer and a guitar player. So that might help you remember that this band has and this band, you want to ban people. So if you want to ban people away, you're usually by yourself. So that's one-to-one-to-one. That's it, third grade. One of the biggest things we learn in third grade, one-to-one-to-one. Good job.